Hello and welcome to WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter, and joining me in the studio is Rick Allen. He is the superintendent for the Southeast DuBois School Corporation. Rick, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Bill.
Well, we are glad that you're here. You know, school is off and running, and there are some exciting things happening, I'm sure, at Southeast DuBois. First of all, let's kind of give people an idea. Southeast DuBois is what schools?
Yeah, Forest Park, Pine Ridge Elementary, Ferdinand Elementary, and Cedar Crest Intermediate School. We make up the 3 townships of Southeast DuBois County, and we're really excited about the start of the school year.
Now, Cedar Crest is new, but not really. It's
Cedar Crest is in its 7th year.
Oh, you got to be kidding me!
Yeah.
That is, time has flown.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's a great location.
Oh yeah, great location.
School.
The 5th and 6th graders just love it there. Our 5th grade, that's the first time the 2 K4 schools, the 4th graders will come together as 5th graders. So new friendships form, and they maintain those friendships till they graduate.
So Cedar Crest then is 4th through?
5th through 6th.
5th through 6th.
Yeah,
okay.
5 and 6.
Okay. Is that kind of a new concept? And new meaning relatively like in the past 10, 20 years?
Yeah, there's a lot of intermediate schools, but it's really not so much the grade level association concept as it is just logistics. You know, having 2 pre-K 4s and 2 townships of our school district, and then the 5, 6 where they come together in Jackson Township makes it really nice before they feed into Forest Park.
Okay, now you know exciting things are always happening at Southeast DuBois. This year, the high school students are getting computers.
Grades 9 through 12 are getting the Samsung Chromebook, which is a netbook which boots in 8 seconds, and we're really excited about the kids being able to use 21st century skills to learn algebra, language arts, social studies. We don't want to teach the technology. We're still teaching algebra, English, social studies, but now the kids can use the web at their fingertips anywhere in the high school. So we're excited about it.
Does this eliminate textbooks entirely?
Textbooks are going to wane over time. We think that as our teachers get more used to a digital curriculum, and they're building them now, some teachers are already, they've been hollering at us for 2 years. Where are these at? We need these. Let's move to a one-to-one environment where our kids, scheduling computer labs, taking your kids down to computer labs was more of a hassle. Now they have them, and they're really excited about it. Other teachers, there's still going to be textbooks. We don't want our kids to learn Brit Lit by reading it on a screen.
Okay.
We still want them to have a book to read Hamlet and all the different subjects that they cover. But social studies is huge because now it's current. You know, when they print the book for social studies, it's already out of date.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
so things changing so fast, and it gives our kids current events. At the same time, they're learning and getting career readiness skills for the rest of their life.
Well, when they graduate, especially 4 years from now, when they graduate, that's all they're going to have in college.
Yeah, we bought a bunch of Chromebooks for our teachers to try. We've been studying this for about 3 years now. The Chromebook came out in 2010, so it's not really a new device, but training our teachers, and then we trained our students before they even left school last May. So they're anxious to get their own Chromebook, which we're going to rent to them. But having that ability to be able to, the teachers to communicate and collaborate back and forth is just immeasurable. It's going to save them time. We're not going to print. There's no paper. Teachers can communicate back and forth with their entire class. They can see what the students are working on. They can set up groups to collaborate on a project, all in real time.
And really, students are using this anyway.
Yeah.
They probably are a little disappointed because they have a computer at home and they can't bring it to school.
Yeah.
But now they can.
Yeah, and the nice thing is federal E-rate funding, which provides a lot of the funding for the connectivity, the internet for schools, especially small rural schools like we have here in DuBois County, requires us to filter them. So the nice thing about the Google Cloud and Google Education is wherever the kid goes with this, they can go to Singapore or London on vacation and still connect to their Google Drive, and it will be filtered by the school filters to keep out all the bad stuff. Students will not be allowed to use Facebook. Their email will be tied to our domain, so they can't email like you and I are used to email people all over the country. It's strictly tied to the school environment and filtered.
Okay. Like when they get there at the beginning of the day, they open this computer up. Does it update then, or is it updating at the end of the day?
Yeah, that's another great thing about Google Education and the Samsung Chromebook is it's always a new computer. whenever they push out new firmware or software for the device, they connect on the fly and update the computer. You don't have to wait for it to update like you do with other software programs. And the other nice thing about it is when the teachers push out an activity and the kids get it for their, let's say you're in English 10, and the kid doesn't have internet at home, that's fine. They can still work on their English 10 assignment. As soon as they walk into the schoolhouse door and the computer is on, it will update their work to their existing document that they had before they left school. Wow. That is awesome.
Now, did you have to redo your bandwidth within the school?
Yeah, we've been working on that for about 3 years, making everything wireless throughout Forest Park. I don't know if you visited Forest Park, but we have 3 editions from 1954, 1976, 1996. So we have a lot of corners, a lot of hallways, a lot of areas where we want internet Wi-Fi access. And so we've been working on that for a while. It's not that cheap either. It's pretty costly to have the bandwidth at the same time. But that's set and ready to go. We had that in last year. So a couple of our staff, biology and chemistry, 2 years ago, they did away with their textbook and they were using iPads. And so they were kind of our pilot, and we kind of saw what they could do with them, use them, utilize them. And then when we started investigating the Chromebook, and one of the biggest features why we chose the Chromebook was the kids can create and compare, and at the same time create and collaborate easier than with what you can with an iPad. So we're real excited that they can have a keyboard. It's not a touch screen issue. And the older kids especially, when they have to write term papers. But yeah, our connectivity is good right now.
How does it work if somebody drops it?
Yeah.
And students, I mean, they can't help it. Things happen.
We've had 40 of these, and they've been in the adults' hands, and we've already had two issues with the screen. One of the things, the schools we visited who are using the Chromebooks now, kids would take a pen or pencil and they'd put it in their case like that, and then they'd close it, and then they'd stick it into their backpack and with other books, and that would bust this glass screen here. But the nice thing about that, and even when it's closed, it is pretty durable and strong, and it has a great hinge. But when that glass breaks, to replace it, we can do in-house, and right now it's about $52.
Oh.
So it's not overwhelmingly, when accidents happen, and we'll get it fixed. We have loaners that we've prepared, so when the students do have an issue, our electricity was off last night, I couldn't charge my Chromebook, it's dead. The battery lasts about 7 hours, but when I come to school, it's got to be, well, we can loan a kid another one and say, hey, we'll charge it today. We want them to keep going and using it and be reliable.
Well, you know what you're doing. You're just taking excuses away for not doing your homework.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard. It does have a USB port to where the kids can have a flash drive to back up their data and keep their papers just in case something does happen in the cloud. But Google Education is huge right now. They have offices and servers all over the country, and they've pushed out all kinds of neat apps that are going to help our teachers. Like I said, we don't want to teach the technology. We're teaching algebra. We're teaching English 10. We're teaching all the state standards. We just want our kids to have 21st century skills at the same time, learn those while they're learning.
And you probably don't need to train the skills to the students how to use that so much. What about training for the parents?
Yeah, parents, we had meetings this July. We had 4 different meetings where our parents came in. We explained that they have to sign the agreement. This is just like a textbook. We're charging them rental, just like we would if they were to use the U.S. history book or any other textbook. So it's treated like that, and they have to agree accidental damage, that's going to come out of their pocket besides the rental. And we're doing the same training that we will for our students as well. But it's going to be an exciting learning tool for all of our students, grades 9 through 12.
9 through 12. Now, I'm sure there's other things at Southeast Du Bois other than the computers that'll be changing for this year.
Well, we have a number of new staff. We've had some retirements and new teachers coming in. Don't ask me to name them because I don't know them all. We've had so our kids are going to see new faces today.
And is security still an issue at schools?
Yeah, well, we've had some great training. We have 2 safety specialists on our staff, and so we've looked at all the different scenarios. Also, there's a new grant put out by the Homeland Security for school resource officers as well as equipment. And we've tried to button up our entrances to make them a lot safer. Even when we redesigned back in 2005, we redid Pine Ridge, added on and had a renovation. That was one of the issues. We wanted to make the office safer, more centralized up front. It used to be in the middle of the building. And then Cedar Crest as well was built with that in mind.
Now, school's starting for kids. What are things parents can do to make this next month for them better, easier?
I tell you, we are incredibly blessed that all of our parents in Du Bois County, I could say that for all the other school districts as well. The reason we are so successful is because our parents. Our parents have the kids there, and they have them ready to learn. And that is awesome. And anytime we need help, they are right there. They're running. They join our team. Our students join our team, as well as our staff, bus drivers, instructional assistants, everybody. When they see our core vision and what we're trying to do, our parents are fantastic, and they do a great job.
What do you look forward to with the start of the school year, yourself, personally?
The fall, I like to see the kids. I'll make a special point to get with the kids. One of the areas that's becoming a superintendent is you're in an office and you're away from the students. So I force myself to get out with the kids and see them. Of course, all the athletic events happening at Forest Park are going to be exciting to see. New kids filling different roles in different spots. That's always exciting.
Okay, anything else that you'd like to add about Southeast Du Bois schools?
We're excited. Looking forward to a great school year.
It's going to be a great year. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Our guest has been Rick Allen, who is the superintendent, Southeast Du Bois School Corporation. All kids are going back to school. Hope they have a great year. Thank you for watching WJTS Inform. We are local people watching local people.